We are here today to go through the installation of the water heater booster to a connected smart electric or heat pump water heater. The tools that we will be using are pipe wrench or channel locks, Phillips screwdriver, regular screwdriver, and a pair of wire cutters. Before starting this, we want to make sure that all electrical power has been turned off. If this is on an existing heater, we want to make sure that the water has been turned off and drained down below our work area. We are using copper piping. Check to see what piping material is allowed by code in your area. We have purchased a 3/4 inch brass union to make our connection at the top of the heater on the outlet. To prepare the threads, we want to apply 3 to 5 wraps of Teflon tape to each thread in a clockwise direction. We then want to apply thread sealant. Make sure that wipe off any excess off the edge of the threads to prevent the sealant from getting into the tank booster. Once we have everything tightened and the booster in place on the hot water outlet, we can turn the water back on and check for leaks. Once the water is on, we will open up all hot faucets to breathe any air out of the tank and the system. Once we made sure that all air is out, we'll shut all the faucets off and check for leaks. With no leaks, it is time to connect our electricity. Since the booster cycles the power on and off to the tank, it is recommended for the booster to have its own circuit. This prevents service interruptions to smart and connected products and unnecessary wear and tear to heat pump water heaters due to short cycling. A separate circuit will need to be a 240 volt 30 amp circuit from the breaker panel. If you are not comfortable with doing this portion, we encourage you to consult an electrical contractor. Once this has been completed, it is time to make your electrical connections. First, remove the knob of the tank booster by pulling straight off. Then remove the 2 Phillips head screws on the left-hand side of the tank booster and remove the cover by pulling to the left side, opening a door. Install an electrical connector into the booster. The new easy-to-feed electrical wire entry port on the edge provides an easy setup while giving a neater appearance and puts less strain on the wires. We want to strip the outer sheathing from the wire that will be in the booster. We want to strip each wire to expose 1/2 inch of copper to be placed in the terminal block. For this application, we will be using the L1 and L2 for the 2 hot leads in the terminal box. This will provide the 240 volts. The T1 and T2 terminals will not be used in this application. Don't forget to connect the ground wire to the green wire nut within the unit. Make sure all wiring connections are tight to prevent arcing. Tighten your electrical connector to ensure the wiring from being pulled out of the booster. Now, reinstall the cover. Push the knob back on with the 2 screws. Since we have already made sure that all air is out of the system, we can energize the booster. Thank you for choosing to install our booster.